Have you had a good day so far with your
Yeah,
classes? Good.
yeah. That
You're
too.
host now, so.
Yeah, this is my last one. Yeah.
Huh. Oh, sorry, talking to myself.
That's all right. My wife does that all the time. I never know whether she's talking to me, the dogs, or herself.
It's part of that refreshing. For a second, it was like Sue's class hadn't been pushed, but it was because it's over. And so
Yeah.
it was just sort of again that on the hour stuff that happens. So, but it threw me off for a minute. I was like, I know I did that.
Guess it had something to do with me pressing record at the same time.
I think it was just refreshing.
Yeah. Are you going to be here the whole class, or you?
No, I'm just that's why you're hosting again. I'm done after I make sure everyone's in and everything. So
Yeah.
and that you don't have any technical issues for anybody.
Hmm.
And it looks like it worked. So they should be in just a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, there we are. Hello, Laura. Hey. God, there you. Put your mic on.
You're number 4. This is the last one for the day.
My last one for the day also.
I'm beginning to feel like I'm stalking you. I'm signed up for tomorrow too.
That's great. That's that. Then I like being stalked.
And I'm going to do that organism?
Microgreens.
Microgreens. I've read about that. I think that's interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I've been growing them for a while, and really, really, really interesting, particularly for the stomach of senior people. Really works well. So I enjoy that class.
Is it enough to make a big salad out of them?
No, you don't want to make a big salad. You want to add it to your salad, or you want to just garnish some dishes, or you just want to take a mouthful, So, yeah. Anyway, welcome to Brenda. Hello, Brenda. Yep.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well, thank you, Brenda. How are you?
Oh, it's a little late, but I'm trying to hang in here.
Brenda, that's what we're all saying.
Dear. Well, I'm glad you're hanging in there, and I'm glad you've stayed up. And I see, Laura, that Sharon has very kindly put the link there to the microgreens class.
Oh,
Okay.
good, thank you. Okay, now Sharon, do I just press on it and it takes me to something, or do I have to
Takes
copy
you to no, you just can click the link. It'll take you to the registration page for that class.
Good.
But
all
you'll want to
right.
do it before the class is over. Because once you're
I
out
was
of
going to
chat.
say, because then I get lost. I
Yeah.
can't find my way. It's a process.
Yeah.
Okay, how long will it stay up after the class is over or the session is over? How long can
No,
I
the
actually-
chat, you'll want to press the link before class is over at some point, like towards the end or whatever, so that it's there. Or you can just use the search on the website and put in microgreens, and you'll find it there too.
Okay.
Bless you, Brenda.
Or just copy it, or just
Oh
copy
yeah,
it.
you could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we lost Tom, so I'll stay on, make sure, see if he needs help getting back in.
Oh, yeah. So somebody came in and then left.
Yeah, it was Tom.
Tom, yeah. You're going to help him.
He looked like he was okay, but something may have happened, so.
Yeah, yeah. So let's see if he comes back. Brenda, so Brenda, what brings you into an Instagram class? Brenda, gone off to put the kettle on, have you?
Right, that's just what I was thinking. She's off to get a drink.
Yes.
Yeah, I got getting some hot tea. I'm sorry.
Sure, Brenda. Yeah.
I probably need a glass of wine, but anyway, I'm gonna do the hot tea right now.
Okay, we'll let you go with that one. I'm gonna go get the glass of wine.
Tell me why you're in an Instagram class, Brenda.
Well, because I have a network marketing company that I'm affiliated with, and I want to reach a younger audience. They tell me that Instagram is a younger group, so I would like to know more about Instagram.
Okay, fine. We do have an Instagram business class or Instagram marketing. I'm not sure what it's called, marketing or business. So keep that in mind, but we'll certainly learn something today, hopefully, from that.
Yeah, I mean, I have an account, but I don't know how to track. I don't think it's called Friends in Instagram. It's called Friends in Facebook, but I'm not sure I know how to track people.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be in due course, in time to come. I'm busy in the process now of designing a course to market on social media, which will include Instagram and Pinterest as well, and Facebook and others. So, but that's not, I haven't finished designing it yet. So we'll still see that probably next month sometime.
Okay.
Okay, Laura, why
Why am I here?
Yeah.
I'm here because I'm taking the shotgun approach, and that's take as many classes as you can. And someday it's going to be like studying math. You know, you take algebra and you take everything, and one day there's a revelation, and you go, oh, that's what all these folks are trying to say. And so Instagram's on the list.
Okay.
I'm Zooming, I'm Instagramming, I'm Facebook, I'm Messenger and messaging. Just found out there's a difference between those two. And you know what? They're all networking, right?
Yes, they are. They are. And yeah, it's social media now for us older citizens. It's just marvelous because we never had it growing up. And you know, the kids today, they're born with a social media in their hand of some description. And so it's really fun to actually experience that now.
I said to my husband, it sort of reminds me of, because I'm older than this crowd, I can see that, but it reminds me about when we were young, you know, and you got the first car and you knew how to do everything inside of it and how to change the oil and how to do all of that. And then after a while, right, the older one said, are you kidding me? You know, you took it to the gas station and they put the gas in and they did everything for you. Yes. So there we go. We're here in something new, right? And we're all trying to figure it out. And I said, you know, really, and we look at the kids 3 years old and 4 years old. I see them in the stores sitting there while mom's shopping, you know, playing with their little pads. I said, they're 3 and 4 years old. I'm still learning how to do it.
Yeah, but it's also convenient for mom, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, keep the child occupied.
Yeah, no, while our kids were hiding underneath the counters and things like that, scaring the hell out of us. But I'd rather give them a notepad, I think, and watch them there. But anyway, the thing is they're growing up with it, you know, to all of a sudden have this put in front of you and try to figure out, you're pressing all the buttons and you're going someplace where you don't know how to get back or what to do. I'm still at that stage.
Okay. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. Good. And what we're going to do first, we're first going to just go through some slides because it's an introduction to Instagram and we're looking at the basics. I find it's a lot easier first to to work with slides, still pictures, and questions can be asked. Hello, Thomas. Welcome. Okay.
Hi there.
Hi. Okay. And we'll see how we go. So, Thomas, just tell me, how familiar are you with Instagram, and why have you joined an Instagram class?
I'm not that familiar with it. I'm more familiar with Facebook, and I'm a tennis professional, and I put videos on Facebook, and so I'm not familiar on how to use Instagram TV and some of those. So I'm looking to learn how to actually use Instagram to be able to put my videos on there as well.
Okay, that's great. I'm glad you've mentioned that. Then I will show you something about IGTV. Okay. So thanks for sharing that, and all of you for sharing. I appreciate that. And for those who don't know, my name is Michael Plumstead, as you can see on the screen, and I live in Perth, Western Australia, with my wife. And the time has just gone 11 a.m. So I'm not time for wine yet. You guys are going to get some wine. And yeah, I love business. I love marketing, and enjoy gardening and microgreens, as Sharon has put in the chat page for us there, the link to the microgreens class that's coming up later this week. And so that's who I am. So let's just do some slides before we go live. What I like about Instagram is their tagline, because I think for me, it sums up what Instagram is about, as opposed to the other messaging apps. And their tagline is, as you can see on the screen, capture and share the world's moments. Okay. Now, it's not like perhaps you would do on Facebook, Thomas, where you would upload the whole holidays pictures and videos and create an album and so on. And that would be about your holiday or about your whatever, you're going to conference. Here, it's about one photograph, one video, one aspect that starts off the posting and starts off the focus. And so the whole machinery behind, the programming behind Instagram is very powerful in order to make things simple, okay? And that's why Facebook bought it. So Facebook owns Instagram, and paid a lot of money for it. And there are a lot of users, over 1 billion on Instagram as well. So what is a messaging app? Well, you know what a messaging app is, okay? You've been talking about it even in this class, where you basically send messages and pictures and group messages and so forth. But Instagram is first and foremost about a photograph, about a picture, or about a video, okay? And you use Instagram because it is fast, it really works quickly, and it's simple. Once you get to know it, I mean, obviously, when you don't know it, it's not simple, okay? But once you know it, it is simple. And one of the things I have found doing this class is that every device has a different Instagram face to it, okay? So, one would expect iPhone and Android to have different, but all the Android devices also, and then you've got tablets, and then you've got Chromebooks, and so the information is displayed differently depending on what device you are using. So please be aware of that, because we're going to be, I'll be showing you some pictures on slide, and then I'll be showing you on my iPhone 6, which is a very old iPhone, but the functionality is the same. You've just got to find it on your screen and know that it exists. And once you're familiar with your screen, then it will fly for you. Okay, so the type of terms, or the two most important terms in Instagram, I'll be using them in this class. The first one, as you see on your screen, is following. Refers to the list of users that you follow. And followers are users that follow you. Okay, so you're going to be following people, and people are going to be following you. And there are various ways that you can secure yourself when you start wanting a little bit more security. There are settings, and I'll show you where those are. And but the types of things that you can do now when you're in class are what you see on your screen now. You can mute a person. Sorry, we've got some background there. Person's stories will not appear in your feed. If you mute somebody, their stories will not appear in your feed. If you restrict somebody, a person can comment on your posts, but they'll be hidden from other users except themselves. Okay. Then, of course, like you can with other apps too, you're going to be following people. You can also unfollow them. And that would also save having what you don't want in front of you on a regular basis. And then finally, you can block people. And that block person is it's a proper block, okay? You can't see, the blocked person can't see your photos or videos. They can't even search for your account. So we get this on social media, and we're still getting used to the idea. And but we know that you can block people. And I have already said that everything looks different depending on what phone or what device you are using. And to get into Instagram, you need to obviously have an account, and just follow your nose with that account, and you can open and get yourself a space which is free on Instagram. So the first thing I want to show you on slides, and then we'll have a look live, is to post a picture to Instagram, to feed on Instagram feed for your followers. So remember, and that's an important aspect, you are posting so that your followers can get some information, okay, can enjoy what you are posting about. So let's just have a look. With posting, you look for a plus sign, okay? And as I said, on some devices, it might have the word post, but usually it's the plus sign, and it can be anywhere on your screen. You see, on this slide, it's at the bottom. On mine, it's at the top, and you'll see that when we go live. You click on the plus sign, and it takes you to the next screen, and it will default to a photograph. And if you don't like it, you can go to library and you can pick the photograph you want, or you can now take a photograph or a video right now, okay, on this page. And when having done that, picked a picture or created a video, you can now click on next, and the next screen will take you to a filter and edit screen. Now, the filtering and editing is very powerful in Instagram, and you can really enhance photographs immensely. And I'll show you that live when we do it. But basically, you can filter and create a light effect or a color effect, all types of effect. I think at one stage, I guess there were probably about 20 different filters you could use. But then having done the filter, you click on the same page on edit, and edit will take you to, again, a whole host of what you can do to edit your particular video or picture, okay? And for now, we're talking about a picture, because I want to show you when we go live how to post a picture. So this is now, as you can see on the bottom of it, under the word edit, Now you click next again on the top right-hand corner. If you want to go back, you would click the back arrow going back, and then you could redo what you've done, and you could discard what you've done by going back. Okay, so you click now on next, and this is now the final screen. And on all the screens, it brings the photo that you have selected forward, and now you could add some text. So now you type here, Boston is beautiful, okay, because it was the Boston River. And if there were people in the picture up on the top, you could tag them. You could put their name on the picture, assuming they had an Instagram account, okay? And you could then move the name to under their chin or around the picture where you want it to be suited, okay? And then you leave it alone, and it will disappear and be there when people put their cursor over the picture. So you could add a location. You press that, and you just start typing the location, and immediately the AI will find that particular location and bring it up for you to agree with the suggestion. And then on this page, you can finally also post on selected other media like Facebook, okay? So having done that, you're now ready, you see on the top right-hand side, you're now ready to share, or some devices say post, okay? So you will now share and click share. You then have done your first post. You've posted. That's how you do your first post, and we'll see it live too. So if you want to create a story for your followers, a story is something that lasts 15 seconds on Instagram, and it can be a collection of photographs, or it can be a video. And it stays up on Instagram for 24 hours and then disappears. So you can, during that time, you can save it to your homepage. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that under highlight and save. And you can then keep your story there on your profile page. So to create a story, again, you either look for the plus sign in some instances, or you look for the camera on other devices, and you click that, and you're now ready to go. You're within the stories feature. So you can now take a picture or create a video, even get stuff from your library and to use in your particular story. And so this is your library. You would click on them, and you could bring one of those through. Then you come to this particular screen, which allows you to do a different type of editing. And so if you look at the top of the screen, you've got various options. You can also cancel everything on the left option there. So you've got options to edit. So let's just stay with, let's say we just clicked on the smiley face, okay? Now you've got all these possible options, like the day of the week it is, or your location, or the hashtag, or the date. You can click on any one of these, or all of, or many of them, okay? And you can then put in your location and put in a hashtag. And hashtags are very, very popular, particularly now if you're starting to market. You really got to get familiar with your hashtag. I think it was Brenda that said that, you know, she wants to look at marketing her affiliate program. It was you, wasn't it, Brenda? And,
yes.
Yeah. So, you know, hashtags you must start becoming really familiar with. And I will talk a little bit more about it, but I think you need to give more attention, maybe attend a Instagram marketing course or advanced course as well for your marketing. And so you click on a couple of those. Let's say we clicked on location, and now you can type in the location, and you can position this little signpost anywhere on the screen. And in this case, it was hashtag city life. So it was about the city behind there. And so now you have added your location and hashtag and anything else that you decided to select, like the date. And now you have options at the bottom of the page. You can just save this for another time and come back to it, okay? Or just save it for yourself, that only you have access to it on your home page, which you can. You might want to just, for some reason, want to save it and not actually post it. So that's fine. You can also now click on your story. You can see at the bottom of the page, and it then would go live. It would then go live, and it's got 24 hours of life. And another option is to send it to individual people. You can click send to, and you then just select the people that you want, that come up, that you want to send this to. And so it will go to them.
Will it still only last 24 hours?
It will still only last 24 hours for those people, okay? The way it won't last 24 hours is when you save it
Save it.
to your profile, yeah.
Okay, another question, Michael. When you're editing, can you splice?
When you add in what, sorry?
When you're editing the videos, can you splice them?
Splice them. What, to add things in between them?
Yes, true editing. You can cut it, you can take out something and piece it back together again.
No, not that I have experienced and not that I have come across. What you can do, and it comes particularly under IGTV that Thomas was looking at, is that you can edit everything on your device and then upload it, okay? So you can edit and do more advanced editing functions on your device before you upload it into Stories. You can upload it into Stories or even as a post. Okay.
So how do you save a story and can you use it again?
Yeah, I'm going to show you. We'll get to that. Okay. Once you've posted, one of the biggest issues is, I've made a mistake. Okay. I need to edit it. Okay. So you go to, in the dark there, you see those three dots on top of each other. You click on that, and then this down, this drops down onto
the screen, photo, iCloud Drive drops down.
Say again?
The rectangle that has blue that reads screen photo, is that what you're talking about? Yes, that's what drops down.
That's what drops down, yeah. So here you will see edit at the bottom. That you click on that, you can now edit your spelling, or you can do whatever you want to do in order to be able to edit it, that is available to you on Instagram, or you can now delete it totally. Okay. But also keep in mind, on the other situation right at the top, if you're going through any post, you can click those and copy the link, and then you've got it on your board ready to post somewhere. Okay. So, right. So that's how you would then do a story for your followers. So now it comes the other way around, how to follow on Instagram. Okay. So now you look for, you see the bottom of the page, you see the magnifying glass, and it might also have the word follow. Okay. You click on the magnifying glass, and Instagram now brings up a whole lot of options for you to look at and consider based on what the AI thinks would be appropriate because of your activity on Instagram. So you would now, page down, look for whatever you want, click on it, and I'll show you that live. But the other aspect is that there's a search here. So if you've got an idea, let's say you're searching for a person on Instagram, you would then put the name in there, and let's say it was Mandy, okay, Mandy M, okay, and you would search for that, and you would see that, there's the person on top of the list there, the person that you want. So you've searched for them, and they've come up, and now you click on them, and it takes you to their profile page. Okay, so now you can do whatever you wanted to do, but one of the options was to follow this person. Okay, so now the very obvious, you click on follow, and that follow changes to following. Okay, and now I will show you also live, but you see these circles down here. These are stories that have been saved by Mandy Moore, okay, onto her home page. So this, they would look like this, they would be circles like this, they'd be on your home page. Okay, so that's how you would follow somebody. Then finally, before we go live, let's look at your profile. It's very important because Instagram is, for me anyway, it's a special type of app that is just a step above virtually all other social media apps. Okay, they all have their reason, they all have a purpose, but here you can, it's like you need your profile to resonate with somebody who's thinking about following you. And the other way around, you read somebody's profile, it needs to resonate with you before you follow them, okay, and get the information that they have. So it's very important for you to give thought and about what you're going to put in your short bio, okay. So to get to your profile, you would look for an icon like that, and that would take you to your profile, and then you'd land up. This is a typical profile that you would see. You'd have your picture, you'd have how many posts you've done, your followers and people you follow in, and you'd have a big edit because it now knows it's you, okay, because this is your back office. And so you click on profile to just edit your profile, and then on these 3 lines up here to do a lot more with your security and those types of settings. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to stop sharing this, and Zoom has got a what do they call it? An experiment going with iPhones. It's like a dark experiment. And at the moment, I'm only aware that it's with iPhones, but there are other ways to share. Okay, and it doesn't have to be through Zoom, but it is going to be through Zoom. And so you'll find me looking at my phone now, and looking at ways to just get us connected. And if it doesn't connect us, I've got plan B. Okay, and it seems to be wanting to connect us, and it seems that we're doing all right. I just want to get rid of some of these other things in the background, for me anyway. Okay, can you see my phone? Say yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we land up inevitably on the home page, on the page where all your activity takes place with the people that you are connected to one way or another. Okay, so you just scroll down. This is the time, Brenda, where you go and put the kettle on, and you get your cup of tea, and you put your feet up, and and you page down. All right, and so now obviously I've gone onto my own Instagram because I can't go onto somebody else's So there are all types of things that you can do. So let's take, I've stopped on this one. So now you can see that if you look at under the picture, you've got the usual type of icons. There you can click on the like, and so now you can react. Remember, this is somebody, there's activity within your organization in Instagram. Or you can click there and create a comment. Out comes your virtual people, and you can say what you want, and you can then click on post, and oh boy, am I a man? Huh? I started typing on my keyboard, which is not connected, instead of my phone. Yeah. Now you click post, and then it's busy posting, and it posts. Okay. So now you can have a look at some of the other posts. And you can also now, there's a link to the Facebook. And so it can now take you to the Facebook space. And I'm going to just cancel that for now. And I'm going to click the back arrow. So you see very strong links, Thomas, particularly speaking to you, between what you post and Facebook as well. Okay. So
I didn't see the Facebook link.
It was already built in. Okay.
Oh.
It was already built in. I didn't even know that when I clicked on it. Okay.
Okay, so the difference between Facebook and Instagram is that Instagram, you can do more editing on your film or on your videos or on your pictures, whereas in Facebook, you can't edit it.
Yeah, you know, with Facebook, you would edit on your device and then upload it. Okay.
Right.
So you don't have it, the editing within Facebook, but you have
Correct.
it before. So both ways you're going to edit. And here there are editing facilities which are really good, but there are things like splicing that you might need to do on your device.
Right. Well, I'm just trying to figure out, why would one person prefer to have Instagram and one to have Facebook when they're both posting the same stuff?
Not quite. The way I see it, Laura, is that Instagram is about a moment in time. It's about one posting, one picture, one video that you're posting for a particular reason. Okay. Facebook, you would post everything. You wouldn't post, I mean, you could only post one, but the idea is that you could store all your photographs for year after year after year in Facebook and refer back to them and get reminders that you did this 10 years ago on Facebook and so on. This is not that. Okay. Instagram is about this moment, and whatever photographs you have will be stored on Instagram, but not en masse. You wouldn't upload your whole holidays photographs onto Instagram. You would upload a couple, maybe to post for 2 or 3 days in a row.
But then if you decide to save them, how long will they be saved?
No, they'll save. They'll be in your library, your Instagram library, forever. Okay.
Can everybody see your Instagram library?
No, nobody can.
Okay.
Nobody can. Okay, that's your library. It's like part of your back office. Okay. All right. So this is now. Remember, we're paging down on this at the bottom down here, and so one of the options. I'm just going to the next one. I never showed you here. We did the like and the comment, and then this little paper aeroplane means you can send it to somebody. This particular post, remember, it's not yours, it's somebody else's that's on your activity page, your home page. You can then just click on the person that you want to send it to and send it. Okay, and just click on send, and then off it goes. So we send and it's gone. Okay, so you can now click on Dr. Eric Berg, and you can continue listening to whatever he's got to say. There's still 2 minutes remaining on what he's saying on his particular video. Okay, so but I don't want to do that. I want to rather click on his name up here. So if you going through your homepage, you click on the name, and now comes up his homepage. Okay, and now you can see a little bit about him, and you can see that I'm following him. That's why he comes up in my activity page. You could look at all the posts by clicking on these, or the followers, or the people that he's following. We can scroll down, and you can now listen to any one of his stories that are no longer on Instagram, but they're sitting on his profile page. That's the only way you're going to get to them. And then there are other posts that are more public that are around, but everything is under his name. So he has posted every one of these.
Okay, so this is all on Instagram.
This is all on Instagram.
And so
Yeah.
even though they're only on for 20 seconds or whatever,
No. These are not stories. These are posts. Okay.
okay.
Stories.
Mhm.
They're the stories in circles. Okay. These are posts. So you can click on any one of these. And then, let's click on the middle one. And now hit the post comes up that we saw earlier in our activity page, in fact, this particular one. And so you can listen to it. I'm going to just click the back arrow. Okay, we're back to his profile page. We click the back arrow on the top left again, and we're back to the black house at the bottom, which tells you that is our home page. And so we can scroll on the home page. Okay, so that's the activity page, and that's some of the activity that you can do on the activity page. Now, what I want to show you next is next to your home page is the magnifying glass. Remember? Okay, you click on this in order to start the process now of looking for information that you would like. Okay, now it defaults to what you are seeing here, and you can page down. The AI is putting things here for you to see. Again, based on what information you have given Instagram up to now. And so you can click on any one of these. If you're looking now for people to follow, you're looking for information to fit with your hobby or your business or whatever you want, you have a look at what resonates with you. Okay, that particular one there on the left, because I'm a gardener and my favorite color is purple, that resonates with me. So you want to attract me, put purple in a garden in, and so I click on it, and now comes the actual posting, and you now have an option to click to follow. But maybe you want to think, well, maybe I need to find out a little bit more about this person before I follow them. So I click on their name, okay? And now I have a look at their profile and see what it's my Chelsea garden competition. Okay, so he wants to promote the garden. You click more, and you got a little bit more to show. So he now has changed that just for this, but he hasn't changed it back because this was in 2020. So he hasn't taken a Get Set Up class to realize that he's got to, if you're going to put a date in any social media, be very aware that you need to change that date when the year comes and goes, okay, or the date comes and goes. So he's got a lot of followers, he's done a lot of posts, okay, and but he's British, so what can you expect? All right, so here we get the types of posts. Again, it's his page. You can click on any one of them, and you'll see there that there are no circles that he saved, so he hasn't done any stories. And so now we're going to click on the back arrow again. All right.
Do we
So-
know, did he create these pictures, or these are just things that he found someplace else that he likes?
Absolutely cannot answer that, but generally it's your own pictures. They're your own pictures that you're uploading. Okay. That doesn't mean that they are, but yeah. It's not like Pinterest where you're taking other people's photographs and pictures and pinning them on Pinterest. These are your photographs. These are your videos. This is your way of communicating. Okay. So I'm going to click the back arrow again, and we're back to the search down here on the bottom, the magnifying glass. Now, here we've got IGTV. Now you can search also within IGTV. Now, IGTV is Instagram TV, and it you can now have a video up to an hour long, up to 60 minutes. Anything from a few seconds up to an hour. And generally people tend to upload them, having completed and added whatever they wanted to them as a completed, but you can clearly. So if you click on IGTV, you're going to get, all the videos that people have posted, and you can see the amount of views here that underneath people have got. I mean, for a tomato plant. Sorry, Thomas, did you say something?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay. So for one tomato plant, an enormous number of views. Okay. And I must confess, I was one of them. Because I tried this last season growing tomatoes in pots. So here we are. Any one of these, if you click on them, and it will now take you to the actual
mustn't
video.
be too high in nutrients, which could harm delicate seedlings. The mix should also hold on to moisture without becoming soggy. Overly wet conditions can rot seeds and encourage fungal diseases such as damping.
I'm going to click on that just to stop. So you can click on any one of those videos and watch. And you see, this one is only just over 1 minute, but he has to put it onto Instagram television because it's more than 1 minute. Okay. Remember, you can only get up to 1 minute on something I haven't even shown you yet called Reels, but I will show you that. So
Now, is all of this on Instagram, or does any of it then take you over to YouTube?
all on Instagram. All of this is on Instagram. Okay. It's got really to be able to house really excellent videos. This Instagram is a good place to go. So this is now IGTV. Thomas, you want to ask any questions about IGTV?
No, as you've been explaining it, I have my phone here, so I've been clicking on. I'm following you and actually doing it on my phone, so it's been pretty helpful that way.
Okay, that's great. Okay, no, that's great. All right, and of course you've got the old plus sign, so you could. I'm not going to press it now because it takes you into a whole process of creating an IGTV, which time doesn't allow me to do that. And so now when you're searching, you can search. There are all types of categories that you can search within. Okay, as you can see on the top there going by, I'm just scrolling from left to right on my phone. And so you could click on any of those, and then you would have the search. If you click on art, for example, then now you would scroll down and find all sorts of options under just what is categorized as art. Okay. So I'm going to click the back arrow again. Now we come to a part of this, which is the most fascinating, I find, is the search at the top, right at the top. Now you can search for anything. You know, if you want me to search for something in particular, then you can ask me to, and I'll search for it. Otherwise, I'll just show you, okay? So we can maybe select what was there before, or we can go down. Let's try. And this is also interesting. You see there's a hashtags. So you can search for hashtags, which takes you to that group of, let's say, fruit in pots. Anybody that's posted fruit in pots and has used hashtag in their post, it will also be posted here. So this comes in handy for people that want to do marketing. So let's tap on fruit in pots, and there come up all these various postings. Okay, you know, some might be by the same person, others might be by 100 different people, so you can now decide any one of those to decide, that resonates with me. I really like that idea. Let me see what, and say you decide to click on this one over here, and up comes the posting. Okay, so we've got tomatoes. And if you can grow tomatoes in the United Kingdom, you're going to grow tomatoes anyway. Okay, so there we are. Now we can say, well, remember, you can go and click on the person's name. I've shown you that. And you get to their profile page. You can click on follow. You want more information about tomatoes in pots, and so you can then follow them. Now you click the back arrow, and we're back under that search at the top there, which was fruit pots. And we can go back to the search again on the top left, and now we're back to where we are. So you can. There's nothing you can't search for, okay? I mean, you know, let's have a look.
How did you first start searching for the hashtags? That's what I didn't see.
Say again, sorry?
How did you first start searching for hashtags?
Oh, okay, you just put hashtag in, okay? So you get on your phone and you type in hashtag, and you say whatever you want to say.
And that was from the little search icon?
That was from the search icon above the page where you clicked on and you looked with the magnifying glass, at the top of the magnifying glass, okay? So hashtag, you put it in, and you go searching for it, okay?
On my screen, it's way up at the top. It's just a very thin gray area.
Yeah.
It's cut off. Can you move your camera down?
No, I don't.
I can see your cursor up there. That's why I know it's up there.
Yeah.
Just barely see it.
No, I can't. That's about the best I can do, is move the screen like that. Okay, can you see where I'm searching now?
Yes. And if you put a letter in there, we could probably see the bottom of it. Maybe,
Okay.
maybe not.
Yeah, the camera defaults like this on Zoom. Maybe, I wonder if I was at the bottom, I could maybe do that. Does that help a little bit? Possibly. Maybe I can. Maybe I can make it smaller on my
Yes.
screen. Does that work?
That might do it if you made it smaller.
Okay, and if I put in now and say, you know, whatever.
We got that. We know where it is, though.
Okay. All right. So you've got flowers there if you wanted it. Okay. All right. So let's cancel that. So that's where you search, and you can follow people and get information and find out who resonates with you, or what product resonates with you, what information resonates with you. Okay. And then you can choose to follow them. Now, you can see in the bottom on the middle here, on the slide I showed you, the plus was there, but now that is now Reels, which again is the most recent of Instagram's edition, and that is up to 60 seconds video. And again, you can search and you can decide to follow where you're there and follow them. Okay, so that's also under videos and posts. I'm going to show you where you can do it. The handbag next to that is a shop. You can open a shop on Instagram and you can market your services, your products, and things like that, and sell them in the shop. And then on the left of that is your profile. Remember, I showed you that on the slide. You click on that, and we ended the last slide. I was showing you there's the edit profile. And and here are the saved, the stories that I have created that I have saved here. Okay. So you can click
But
on
nobody
them.
can see those, right?
They can
why I
when you
asked
go to your
before.
profile page. They can when you go to your public profile page. This is not public at the moment, okay? But I've taken you to some public ones already, and you've seen their stories underneath. So what I want to, this is where you'd add a shop, for example, and so on and so on. And we do have an advanced class dealing with these aspects. We have a class just on the profile. Okay, that's an hour class just on the Instagram profile. But I want to show you up here. You can click on those three lines, and you get to what you see on your screen here. I want to just show you, for the sake of an introduction, is the settings. This is where you would find your settings. You would click on settings, which is underneath those three lines, and you now have access to monitoring, not monitoring, for changing how you want to be notified, security aspects, and so forth. Okay, and you can add an account and so on. And so settings you need to go and familiarize yourself with, or take the class focusing on Instagram profile, setting up Instagram's profile. I don't do it, somebody else does it, and I'm working on this as far as a business is concerned. So I click the back arrow again, and it takes me out of settings back. Now, if you want to see followers, who my followers are, you click on your followers, and there you've got a list of everybody following you. Okay, and they're suggesting that you follow them. Okay, by clicking this follow here, and you would then click follow. Let's do continue. Click follow, and it changes to the word following now. Okay, so let's go back. Oh, we can click there, the other one, the follow in, and we click on that, and now it brings down everything that you are following, and you might even be following a hashtag. Okay, and you more than likely will be following quite a few hashtags actually. So those are all following, and you can click on them and get straight to their particular profile page straight away, just by clicking their name, and you can see it shows their followers and who's following, and the pictures that they have posted. Okay, okay, and yeah. All right, so this person hasn't also got any stories that they've done and saved. They might have done stories, but they haven't saved them. All right, so that's the profile. What I want to show you now, you can either here, there's a plus sign. Now remember what I showed you with the plus sign. You could create we're in our profile, so we're going to do it from here. We can either post something. We can, post a picture, let's say, post a story, the story highlight, which is then gets saved to you. We can do an IGTV video. We can do a reel video. So these are all things you can do from here. You can also, depending on your device, you will be able to do them from elsewhere. Now, let me just go to elsewhere. I'm going back to the home page at the bottom there. Okay, and there's the plus again up there on the top. Now, it could be anywhere on your device. Okay, so just be aware of that. So we click on the plus. We now have got, you'll see at the bottom of the page, there's post, or we could create from here, we could create a story, or we could create reels, okay, or an Instagram TV, okay. So I just want to show you this because we did it on this now, it defaults, I see, to a picture that I took very recently. And remember, I showed you there's also an option you can save something and it becomes a draft. And so there are my drafts that I haven't posted yet, okay. And but here, I just want to take you through the process. So we've now got the picture, we've now just taken it, or we've brought it up from our library, or it's been there by default, and I'm ready to use this particular photograph. Okay, if I wanted a second photograph with it, to maybe make a story out of it, I could click that icon there, and or if I want to take a picture straight away, I could click the camera. But let's just go to the top.
Michael?
Yes.
I hate to interrupt, but I want to say something.
You're welcome.
I just realized that because I have a touch screen, I can pull the picture down and now I can see the X, and now I can see the new post, and now I can see the next. And like the other lady was saying that she couldn't see where you were typing in.
Yes.
So she might be on an iPad, and that might be something, if it happens and comes up again, that you might suggest. If they've got a touch screen, they can move it around and get what you're talking about.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Thanks for sharing that. That's great. So there you have it. I'm going to now click on next at the top there. And remember, I told you the next page was going to give you filters. Look at the bottom and you look at filters. Okay, so you can go right the way along, and you, just by touching any one of them, it changes your picture. Okay, you can filter as you like, and it just look at the number of possibilities for filtering. You know, you can add a sort of Nashville or whatever, or take it to a black and white, and move it to wherever you want it. There we are. Make it a little greener. So there we are. There, my gnomes in my garden. And so now you can click edit. You see on the right of filter at the bottom, you click edit. And now you've got all these options to edit and get the contrast right, get the brightness right.
I like that.
Okay, so you can. All right. So you now click done, and you're now ready to go to the top right to next again, and the third and final screen that I showed you on the slide. You now put your text in there, and there we are, my new garden, and you click OK at the top, and that you've now finished typing. It takes away your keyboard, your virtual keyboard. If there were people in here, you would then click on tag the people and put their names on, and then click done at the top. You can add a location where this is taken. That's very handy to click on location and decide, because if you were on holiday and you were sitting somewhere in, would you go to California for holiday? But anyway, wherever let's say the Alps, okay, and you're in Switzerland on the Alps, and so you want to remember that in time to come. And so you want to be able to put in the location. So there's really a good way to want to do that. Promotion, you can promote that now. It costs you money. It's your marketing. If that's what you're going to be doing, like Brenda's going to be doing, you would look at that possibility and take our advanced class and see where we get to. And of course, you can allow it to go to Facebook, or you can disallow it by clicking it. Now it's not going anywhere else other than here. Okay, so let's just click on Facebook, and then we click, now we are ready to share. So we click on share, and now you can see there it's busy posting on there, and there it is. It's now posted. Okay, and of course people pay to be at the top of your activity page, so they immediately you get replaced by people who have paid to be on top. And Brenda, that might be good information for you. So now I've got to go down a few to find my posting, but there it is. But again, I can promote it if I was selling something, and people can comment. And what can you do with these little 3 dots? Tell me.
Press on them and find out what they have to tell you.
Oh, come on. There we are.
Editing.
We can edit them, okay. And we can stop people from commenting as well, okay. And we can copy the link to and paste it anywhere we want to. We can share the link to. And of course, right at the top, we can delete it, okay? But there's no harm there, so I don't think we'll delete it. We'll just cancel at the bottom and just leave it there. And he finished that, what's it? Yeah, yesterday. Well, I was going to say Sunday, but it's still your Sunday, isn't it? No,
Yes.
yeah. My Sunday, I finished that and took that pictures. Yeah, I revamped my garden altogether. I wanted a new season.
Yeah.
So, are there any questions? Maybe on the top here, do you want to know what these are? We have covered them in the slide. You know, the heart is like what's happening on activity as far as everything on your page is concerned. You know,
I have a question about marketing on here. How do you pay people? Through PayPal, or does it go through Instagram, the process, the payment process?
I don't know at this stage. I haven't sold a product through Instagram, but I would suggest you go onto either the Instagram business. I'm not sure what it's called, but I know there's one on the profile, and I'll probably cover it within the because it's from your profile that you would set up your business, okay, and be able to promote. So okay. And so that's what's happening in your activity. And then on the right here is where, again, I showed you on the slides, where you could now, if you click on the pen and paper up there, you could send a message, and or you search for somebody here, and you'll also find your requests. And I see there are 2 requests. So let's just go and have a look. We click on requests, and there are 2 people. So I now can delete them if I wanted to, and so you can decide what to do with them. You can click on them, and there's the option to to block them, to delete them, or to accept them. Okay.
Can you save a post or a story to be able to use it later again?
The post stays there. The post doesn't go away. Okay.
But the
This is
story,
not a post.
the story goes after a day.
The story goes after a day.
Can you save it and bring it back later?
You can save it. Yeah, you can save it, and you can repost it. I guess you've got to video it. Okay, it's a 15-second video, but otherwise you send people to your homepage to watch it. Okay, so all right, so that's where you click on that, and you would be typing a message to somebody. Okay, you can search for them and decide, well, that's the person, and I'm just clicking on them. Okay, so all I've been doing is clicking on the person that came over the top, and you can message them down at the bottom. Okay, and you can also have an audio message as well if you want. So that is Instagram in a nutshell. In too much of a nutshell, I went through quite a lot of detail, but we've covered everything, I think. And are there any more questions about Instagram? Okay, I'm going to just stop sharing now. So I'll take my phone off, but I'll still answer any questions. I've kept you a bit late, so my apologies. But have you got some information that you can use?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay up for a little while and try it.
Great. That's the best way to learn, is to try it.
Mhm.
Absolutely try it. And Thomas has been trying it while we've been talking.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's been really helpful doing it. I'm just following along when you're speaking, and it's made it much more manageable.
Okay, maybe I should suggest people should do that in future. Yeah, but they don't all have two devices, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anything else before we say
Nope.
goodbye?
Nothing over here.
Okay. Well, good night to you. Enjoy your bedside wine. And
And good morning to you.
Yeah.
thank you. I enjoyed my lunch.
Good morning and thank
Thank you.
you.
It's a pleasure. Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Goodbye, everybody.